Okay, so let's just wait while it records. We are streaming now, I think. So on Facebook, there'll be a little thing. Yeah, we're recording. Okay, so welcome, Kathy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm really excited about us talking together today. So I guess I better introduce myself and Kathy more formally. So my name is Sara Estelle, and I'm a healer, a guide, a nature kingdom guide, a business mentor, and a priestess. And I'm really delighted to welcome you today, Kathy. Kathy is my own personal, I've just owned you, Kathy, facilitator. And healer extraordinaire. You do amazing, amazing, amazing things. I love the way that you work with the earth. I love the way that you work with women. And what we're going to be talking about today is your global Great Womb Awakening event. So thank you for joining me.
Thank you, Sara. I'm so excited to be here and very, very delighted to talk about what we're getting ready to do.
Yes, absolutely. So the link to join the Great Womb Awakening, if you are impatient, is connected to this post. So all you need to do is click on it. It actually goes live. Don't worry, we're going to be telling you all about it. But for anybody who's just dipping in and out, it begins on March the 23rd and runs to March the 27th. And there is a whole lineup of amazing speakers who are talking about womb awakening. How many speakers are there in total, Kathy?
22, which
wow.
is a goddess. Yeah.
Absolutely,
yeah. That.
Yeah. So let's talk about, because we just chatted a little bit about this, but I haven't heard all of this myself, how this actually came about and why you decided to run it.
I had always wanted to learn how to do a summit, and I decided to back in October. And I've been watching the timing. You know, I had no idea what this would turn into, but I've been helping women heal their bodies via their womb space for going on 25 years. So, you know, and I'm located in Lawrence, Kansas, right out in the middle of the Midwest in the United States. And so my circles have always been really small. I've just been kind of out there in the wilderness teaching women these little secrets about how to take care of their body, and knowing deeply that eventually these teachings were going to have to wake up, and that lots of women were going to have to begin to do some of these practices. I never dreamed in 1,000 years that what this was going to turn into was literally a wake-up call, and it is. And, you know, like I said, it was just a whim. And when we were deciding what our topic was going to be, I was like, well, and it just popped out of my mouth. And then it just took on a life of its own. And all these women from all over the world showed up. Many of them had been teaching the same things I'd been teaching, but I never knew about them. And I didn't know about their tools. And so it's been just this drawing in of these experts in womb health and women's health and what that can mean for this planet right now, and why it's so important for us to all begin to remember. So,
yeah. And it's not lost on any of us, I'm sure, and we don't even need to talk about it too much, that the timing of this is quite extraordinary. There are more people at home, so potentially more people able to just be present and to really tap into what it means to change.
Right. Yeah.
And what it's going to take for the planet to heal. So could you talk to us a little bit about it? What does it mean to awaken our wombs?
Well, the first thing I want everyone to know is that this isn't a random event. Astrologically, we are in perfect alignment with what many call the great cosmic womb or the black hole. And I have one of the teachers on, one of the people that we're going to interview is Cayelin Castell, and she's the co-founder of Shamanic Astrology. And she speaks into this deeply, that this awakening that's happening was divinely orchestrated and has been on the books and the charts for thousands of years. So we've all known this was going to happen. And as far as what it means to awaken our wombs, I personally believe, and I think many women will agree with me, there are many things about the female body that we just don't know anymore. And there's many people that don't have information that teaches them, number one, that your female body and no other body on the planet can do what your female body can do. We are the only 23 chromosome beings that can birth something, that can birth a baby. We can literally bring a soul from another dimension through our body into this one. We're the only beings on the planet that can do that. And we've forgotten our secret power tools. We've forgotten how to use them. And consequently, the whole planet has forgotten. And because of that, Mom barely recognizes us. When I say Mom, I mean Mother Earth. We feel foreign to her because we've not been connected to her for so long. So really what the womb awakening is it's waking women up and reminding them that they're sitting on the power tool that we all need right now. And the summit is designed to show women how to do that. And right now, it's like, I'm building an army. We need all hands on deck. We need as many women as we can get to awaken and reconnect and allow their body to be the tuning fork for the rest of the planet. And that's what we're going to do.
Yeah, no mean feat there.
Right?
Building an army. Wow. Female, beautiful army of divinely guided actions. Beautiful.
Right?
Yeah. So by taking part, well, maybe you can share with us some of the things that we can learn when we take part.
Sure. So first and foremost, we're going to learn where we are, and that it's no accident that we all chose to be on the planet at this time right now. We're going to learn the power of that. And we're going to learn what our feminine body really can do. And here's the kicker for me. Our feminine body does this automatically. It is an all-chemical machine, a creation machine. And it turns on at the age of 12. And we teach our girls the mechanics. We teach them what to do for themselves and how to present themselves. But we don't teach them the why, the real why. And it's probably because most of us don't know. So you're going to learn that in my talk. And that information needs to be getting disseminated to children, to female children at the age of 10, so that by the time they hit that rebellious teenage age, they'll still listen, they'll be ready to take it in. We're gonna learn how to love the fact that we're female and to love our cycle, because it is literally the container that holds us. And many of us have never, we've never tracked our cycle. We don't know to track our cycle. And so we feel lost and adrift. And we're going to have the founders of the Red School speak into what that means and how it can transform a woman's life. We're going to talk about the blood mysteries and how we can literally transform the planet by giving real, literal, alive pieces of our DNA to the mother, to the earth. When we share our essence with her, she knows how to support us. Right now, she doesn't know how anymore. None of us have been out there. So we'll talk more deeply about practices that can do that spontaneously, very easily. The one thing I want to share with women is that none of these practices are hard. None of them are weird. Most of the tools you need are in your kitchen cabinet. And there's simple, practical things that you can do that will put your body back in alignment with the planet. And when our bodies, there are prophecies in just about every tradition and stories about when the women were doing their practices on a regular basis, the planet was in balance. And when that stopped, that's when things started to go wonky. And, many of us will try to point the blame at patriarchy or at, all these outside things in our lives. But the truth that we have to own is that what we're seeing now is what happens when women go to sleep. And it doesn't matter how. It doesn't matter how we went to sleep. And it doesn't matter who put us to sleep. The only thing that matters right now is that we wake up. And when we do, we won't have to be afraid at all, because we will know that we have the support of the Earth Mother. We will know that. And so it's about facing a life without fear. And when you can trust your female body, you don't have to be afraid.
That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It feels very much like owning what's going on. And I'm just going to talk personally here. I know there's a lot of outpicturing of anger right now. And when I hear the anger going out there towards men and more male energy right now, I'm kind of like, and this is what the priestess process taught me. It's like, okay, so that might be real, but let's turn around and look at it, turn around and look inside, because that's the only place, So if I'm witnessing anger, let me look at my anger.
For sure.
That's how I can change it. So I love how you've used, well, it's not used, you've owned how it works. You've owned the magic.
Right. And, that was the other beautiful thing about this process was I had no idea. I just threw out the name, this is the way I do everything, by the seat of my pants. And it was as if the Divine Mother said, oh, you're going to do that. Okay, I'm in. And she just took over. And all these beautiful women showed up with these amazing tools. And, I've played in all the pieces, but I'd forget a piece and someone would say, oh, I need to speak into this. Is it okay if I speak in? And I'm like, oh, please, I forgot that piece. So they all came together. Many of you may know that 22 is the number of the goddess, and that's how many speakers we had. That was not, we were being trained to get as many as we could get, but we capped it at 22. That's all she gave me. And she has really just totally formed this. It was like I could feel fibers of an egg coming together, and I just watched. I was the hands and feet, but she has really said, okay, it's time to wake my girls up.
So what I'm hearing is, because if anybody else is listening here who runs a business, we all know that running a summit is huge, and I'm sure it has been, the hands and legs part has been quite hard. Not hard, it's not the right word, but it's taken many hours, let's put it that way. But
Right.
what I'm hearing is that actually it was quite easy.
Yes. Yeah, it fell together. So there were a few, and still will probably be a few trepidatious moments when you deal with technology and people all across the globe. That can happen. But yes, it was just exactly like birthing a baby. It was like, I think we'll do this. And then it's like, oh, but we do it.
Yeah.
And in the middle, you're like, can I don't know if I can, but yeah, you can.
So this is the birthing process now as well. It's you're sharing the baby with the world.
Right.
So the information to sign up is on this post, but just so that people can hear it from your mouth, how can we join? How can we take part?
So greatwombawakening.com. Just go there and it'll say register now, hit the button, give your information and sign up. And if you have, any difficulty, you can email me at 3THREE-feathers@hotmail, and we'll get you signed up one way or the other. My web address is celestialforestinstitute.com, and you can always reach me there as well. Yes, I'm very excited to present this information and see how many women can just jump in. I'm very excited to get as many women as we can. And, I'm not nearly as concerned about numbers on my end as I am concerned that we get this information, whatever it is that, rings a bell with you, share it with your friends, share it with your daughters, with your nieces, disseminate the practices to every woman you know. Mom needs to feel us. She needs to recognize us. She needs to know that we're awake.
Okay.
And these practices will help you do that.
Fabulous. Okay. I'm excited, and I'm very excited, and I'm happy to be sharing about flower essences as part of it as well. Yeah. So thank you so much, Kathy.
Thank you, Sarah.
A whole load just by listening to you today, things that I kind of know, but every time you hear them, they go a little bit deeper. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to listening to everybody as the event begins. So please do share, everybody. You're very welcome to share this interview. Just click the share button. Please sign up via the link greatwombawakening.com. And yeah, we'll see you there. Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you, Sarah.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. I know it is. Thank you very much. Okay, so my computer won't close right now, so maybe we have something else we need to say. Your favorite child, but you know.
Probably couldn't pick.
Yeah.
You know, I have always, from the very beginning of teaching about womb stuff, I've used flower essences. And there's been a flower essence for every moon cycle. And so really, when I did your interview and got to hear how you started out, it was just like, wow, no wonder we found each other.
Well, it's actually how I chose you to be my priestess facilitator.
Right.
I read the description. A voice said, "I'm doing this," and with Kathy. So
wow,
yeah,
wow,
we recognized each other.
we sure did.
Yeah, so brilliant. Okay, so my stop recording button has now appeared. So I'm going to click it and say thank you to you once more, Kathy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.